Hi, I'm Nikki. Welcome to my reset journey where I am on a journey to rebuild my life with Jesus being my anchor. Sorry if my aquarium filter is too loud. So, last week I did share how I was able to heal some things that were keeping me in bondage for about 5 years. And now that it's a new year, so many people have fallen off of my circle. My life has been way more peaceful. But here's where confusion went in. And it often makes me wonder, should I let this person back in or not? And every time I do, it has been horrible. I mean, worse than before. I've only had one experience where I let one person back and it's been okay so far. I want to share this book again because I ran across my answer, and let me see if I can find it. I have many notes in here that I wanted to share tonight, but basically I can tell you what it was saying because I was just reading it. Just because somebody asks for forgiveness, I thought that one was it. Sorry. Just because somebody asks for forgiveness does not mean that you put them back in the position that they once were in. You can forgive people and you can pray for them, but that doesn't mean that you have to let them right back into your life. I have notes here because I also have a TikTok and I did a video on there, but this page stuck out to me. I want to share it. You can be friendly to a person you've forgiven, yet still not trust them or want them to be your friend. You can speak life into them, pray for them, and bless them from the depths of your heart without reserving a place in your life, circle, or future for them. Apologies do not mean that the person automatically returns to having full access to you. Reconciliation does not mean you ever desire for them to regain the role that they once had. That stood out to me so much because, like I said, I'll let somebody in and my thought process is like, oh, let's go back to the way things were because they were so good. I also learned in this book that I want to share is that you ever replay something that happened over and over again. You can't believe this person did this to you, so you're replaying it over. You're rehearsing it. Oh, this should have happened. Or maybe if I would have tried this. Maybe I didn't explain you make up all these excuses, and I'm like, why do I keep rehearsing this over and over again? Well, I did find it in the book. I don't know exactly where it is, but it was saying it's because you're mourning the person. Like, this person is no longer going to be a part of your life. This is probably somebody who you were so comfortable with, who you trusted, you loved and adored this person, you would fight for this person. And then they go and do something that is like, whoa, and I don't want to say just one time because some people do make mistakes, but I want to say you kind of see this pattern in them. But it's getting to the point where it's like, this is getting to be too much. And I have to make this decision that I don't want you to be a part of my life from this point on. And it's like, oh, why do I keep replaying it? Why can't I just let the person go? It's because that person was a part of your pattern. You probably woke up and spoke to them, sent them texts throughout the day. You probably met up with them. They probably came over. You probably had dinner, or like you literally had them in your life pattern. And now that they're not going to be there anymore, your body feels it, your mind feels it, your spirit feels it. And so it makes you remember it. And you replay this moment over and over. You're actually grieving. You are mourning for this person who is no longer in your life. So mourn. Go through it. You thought this person was going to be in future plans. When you imagined something in the future or a party or something you had coming up, you imagine that person, if not being involved, you having them as support. And it hurts. Those are real emotions. It hurts. Fine, mourn. Don't get stuck in the mourning. But do your grieving. It was sad. I loved a person who is no longer in my life. It's understandable. Make peace with it. Now, when you think of that memory, amplify God in it. What did He reveal? Because you can't forget that. We can't get stuck in the morning. Then you start to remember, oh, but they did this. Then you start to kind of like weigh it out. I'm talking about they did something that was like outrageous. Like there was a reason they're not in your life. And you had to think about, like, I really need to get this person out of here. Like, I can't have you in my life. I can't. So you have to be thankful that it was revealed to you. Be thankful when somebody shows you who they are. Be thankful when they did the things they did to you, when they hurt you the way that they hurt you, when they said that thing that they said, did the thing. Be thankful. Thank you for showing me how you really felt about me. Thank you for showing me that you can't be there or available for me the way I was there for you. Thank you for showing me how much I actually meant to you. Thank you. Thank you for showing me that. Thank you for being true to that. You were true to it. That's how you really felt. It was my fault for ignoring my discernment and me actually knowing better. I knew better and I still did it. So you can't even be mad at certain people because I knew to let some people go. I think I was thinking that they would grow because we all grow, you know. I have grown a lot in certain relationships when they have asked me like, hey, it kind of hurts my feelings when you joke about this. Done. Never joked about it again. I grew from it. Like, talk to me, let me know. But if the person is just repeatedly doing the same thing over, just a repeated offender, and they're not wanting to respect your boundaries or acknowledge your feelings about it, or lying on you, and it's like, where did this come from? How did you make up this lie? Like, why? What did you get out of it? I can't even understand what you got out of lying, trying to destroy my name, trying to destroy me, trying to ruin my relationships. You wanted me to be by myself again, with no one to talk to, knowing that I have personal issues. What were you going to accomplish? Was it going to make you feel good? What was the goal here? Like, I don't understand some people, but you know what? It's not my job to understand. It's not your job to understand why people do the things that they do. Your job, my job, is to just see that's how you are. You are showing me that you are like this. The real question is, why am I sticking around? Why do I want you around? That's the real question. That's the only question that you can have a solution, do a solution for. Because you can't control nobody else. We can't change nobody else. But we can change our circumstances and our environment. So the real question is, why am I around this person? Why do I want to be around this person? Why do I want this person's acceptance so bad? Get away, you know? You have to just get away from it. Let's see what I can dig up in these pages so I can share. Oh, I like this. It's okay to let it thicken your skin, but do not allow it to harden your heart. It's okay to let it shift and mature your perspective, but not allow it to puncture your spirit and rob you of your personality. I love that. That is so good. Forgive others no matter if they ask for it or have changed, as you choose to release the part of you that can't undo what was done, and you hold firmly to the lessons you've learned. Let me read that again. Forgive others no matter if they ask for it. Oh, okay, so it doesn't matter if they asked for it or not. So just forgive them. You don't need the apology. Or even if they didn't change, you have a choice to just release what they did and release everything that came with it. Not to you learned a lesson from it, but don't hold on to it. Don't let it turn into a grudge, In order to make room for your blessings and breakthrough, you must release the weight of burdens and clear your environment of what brings you down. I wrote a little note. If you wrote down all your burdens and your roadblocks and got rid of them, how much room would you have left for a new life and blessings and freedom? I actually want to do that on another episode where I actively do that as a, like a exercise. Because I've actually wanted to do that for myself and write down everything that's holding me back. Let's see. One of the most impactful and life-changing acts of love you can extend to yourself is replacing condemnation with compassion and exchanging resentment with reframing. There will be family and friends who would do anything in our power to protect who will be the exact individuals we will find ourselves mentally, spiritually, and emotionally protecting ourselves from. Wow. No matter the season or how it appears, how we choose to reframe and redirect from life hills and valleys, we will not only impact our destination, but also the timing and levels of peace we experience while venturing there. Reframing it, not letting those painful memories capture you into bondage and keep you in the bondage. But how can you look at that as just a lesson? Because these people, I was just telling my husband this and then I read it on the page. The people that caused me the most hurt were the people that I loved the most. And I don't even hold bitterness towards them because I really did love these people. And I look at it as they were my teachers. Like, you taught me what a person can be. Like, you taught me. I saw your patterns. I saw them. I saw what led up to you doing certain things. I can see it now. Couldn't see it then, but I can see it now. So now I know what to spot in somebody else. They were my teachers. I didn't want to be taught those lessons, but hey, if you're going to get those lessons, you might as well learn from them so you don't repeat them like I was. I was repeating certain situations, not all of them, but I did repeat some. How long do I need to ponder on the fact that you hurt me before I accept the fact that you are a hurt person too? You know that famous saying, hurt people hurt people. It's amazing how pain and pride influence a person. I refuse to forgive and pray for you because I didn't feel you deserved it. I was ignorant to the truth that doing so would set me free as well. I was angry, hurt, and crippled by the wound, while I was also self-loathing, dwelling, and accepting the part I played in it. Truth is, we are all different, imperfect people, seeing through our vastly different worldviews and making decisions we think are best at the time. Whether right or wrong, weak or wise, no word spoken, actions carried out, or day lived can be redone, revised, or removed from the past. Therefore, choose to reframe it. Learn to respect the revelations and respect the redirection that came with the lessons you have acquired. Reframe it. Reframe it. And There are some breaks in your heart an apology or acknowledgement could never piece back together. There are some scars so deep sitting down with the person who cut you, who could not soothe them. No matter if words were exchanged or points are proven, you must accept that closure, even if it never comes from anyone who hurt you. It comes from healing within yourself and not allowing what you experienced in the past to make you bitter today or fearful in the future. I really like that because I used to think that I needed to talk to these people and we had to have a sit down. I wanted to really get an apology from people who really hurt me physically and mentally. I thought that would heal me. I thought this is what I need because I had so much trouble. I need to be free and they have the power to free me by saying I'm sorry. I really thought that for years. It's not like that. You don't need to talk to the person to get your freedom. Reframe it. Look at what God has done for you in that moment. Where was God in that moment? Because you're still here, you've survived, and you've moved on. If you haven't moved on, you're working on it, but you're survived. You're watching it, so you're still alive, and you've survived it somehow. Magnify the goodness in those bad memories. There had to have been something, even if you look at it like I am, like it's a lesson. But maybe God sent somebody, maybe you got some type of wisdom, you learned something from it, you were saved from something from it. Reframe it and look at it as, man, God is good. We give these people so much power. So much power. I didn't realize how much power I was giving the people till I was like, only they could free me with the apology. Not only does that bad memory and your bad act that traumatized me hold me in bondage years later, but I'm also going to provide you the key. You are my remedy. I can only be healed if, here you go, here's your power. I'm giving you this power. Only you can set me free. Only your sorry can release me from all this pain. Think about that. I was really doing that. No. It's not good. That is not good at all. What you must realize is obtaining that information will not undo what is done or how it affected you. Even if you can't uncover the root of your issue, remember you don't need an apology in order to gain closure. Allow yourself to feel, express, process, and release it all. None of that requires another person's permission or input to heal from what hurt you. Such good stuff. This is just good stuff. Oh, I like this. Everyone who hurts you is supposed to. Everyone that lies to you or about you is supposed to. Everyone who uses you, takes advantage of your vulnerability, or leads you to unnecessary pain was supposed to. Not because it was right. Not because it is where close to being fair. Not because it was anywhere close to being fair. Not because your suffering is without regard. Because it quickens you. Because it humbles you. Because it aligns you with who you were created to become. There are storms you must endure so God can fully trust you and confidently use you in seasons. Chapters of your life must be battle in silence. You must battle in silence, but boldly talk about as testimonies after you have overcome. Nothing in life is merely about me. It's always mentally, spiritually, and emotionally about we. It's about not only learning and applying your life lessons, but also having the discernment and understanding, eager to maturely pass the wisdom on to someone else who needs it. That's scripture right there. Thank you for rejecting me. Thank you for not hearing me or believing me. Thank you for showing me who you are, because all that pain led me to fully healing and discovering who I am. You taught me true power is not shown by having people stand up for you or stand with you. True strength shines when a person can face themselves and stand on their own. Yes. Yes. That's all of the ones that I wanted to read for today. I'm telling you, there's just some things I'll never understand about people, but I'm glad that I learned I don't need to. I don't know why it was very important for me, for people to like me, certain people to like me. I really wanted certain people to be in my life. Like, I really did. Only because I saw how good they could be to other people. But then they ended up mistreating the other people too, so I don't... Like, there was potential in you. You were cool, but you were wicked. I'm not perfect. I've been somebody's villain in somebody's story. But what I will say in my older years now, is I really do try to edify myself. And I really want to be a person that you want to be around. I was a teenager and I acted like a teenager. I was young and I'm in my 40s now. Like, I don't want to act like that. There's got to be a point where we're like, you know what, let's give it up. Let's give it up. There are some people out there believing things about me that are so not true. Literally made up. Like, the person woke up one morning and said, I'm gonna mess with Nikki's life. I'm gonna turn people against her. I'm gonna make people hate her. And the person did succeed, because the people did believe it. They would not even hear me out. Not even a little bit. And it was weird, because what was being said about me, if you really know me, you would have known, like, that's not Nikki. And the thing is, this person, they're not around me. These people are not around me all the time, so they've kind of only believed what this person has told them throughout the years. I did not know that this person was bashing me my whole life, that I've known them. And then stuff came out where it was like, yeah, this person has always kind of like had it out for you. And I'm like, I've always been there for that person. So it was really weird to find that out. And it was horrible the way it ended, because of the big drama this person caused. It ruined somebody else. The pain that this person caused ruined somebody else. Hurt them really bad. And that's something they're going to have to take up with God. And it bothered me for a while. It really did. I was really angry. And I was like, what do you get out of trying to bash me? And you turn quite a bit of people away from me. What did you accomplish? And this person really is miserable. It really is. I'm not just saying that. I've heard the person say, I feel miserable. And I wanted to try to help them and love them, and like, I was always nice to them. I don't know why they did that to me. I didn't give a reason to. It's really weird. I think some people can't stand to be around other people who are happy either. Like, it irks them. Like, especially if they're single and you have a happy marriage, I've noticed that it triggers them. They can't be around it. They don't want to be around it. And then they'll talk about it. Oh, they think they're in a happy marriage, but so-and-so this, and like, I'm like, what? I don't understand that. How can you ask God for blessings and curse out of the same mouth? Like, oh, God bless me, but oh, look at her marriage. It's like you're cursing people in their marriages, but yet you want one, and you can't even be happy for the people who have one. I don't understand it, and I don't need to understand it. I don't need to understand it. I think that was my problem too. I was trying to understand people to kind of, and that's the thing about me. I do try to get to your level. Like, what makes you think like that? Like, what is it? Like, maybe we could pray together. Maybe we can you know, because I never had nobody dig deep for me and say, Nikki, what's wrong with you? How did that make you feel? What happened at this time? Nobody will even hear my story. There are some good people out there who know how to just manipulate. There's a page in this book, and I don't know if I read it on another one, but it was saying how good of a manipulator people were and how great of a job they did by turning others against me. And it's talking in that sense, like this person went through that, and it was saying, what did you get out of it? Did it help you? And I was like, wow. I pray you heal from the hurts deeply rooted within your mind, yet have never been spoken from your mouth. This right here, yet have never been spoken from your mouth. Reading this book has made me have to confess, because I like to read out loud. And I'll say something I never wanted to come out of my mouth. It's something I kept sacred, and I'm just reading the book out loud, and it tricked me to say it. It said it. And I would cry, and I'd be like, I never thought I'd say that. I would have never said that, but reading this book, it tricked me to say it. It is just something else. I don't know. This is what I've been reading, and the Bible. I've been reading the Bible. Right when I wake up, I read a chapter a day, and then I Bible study on it. So I read it, and then I'm like, okay, let me really try to get the meat out of this. Like, this is all I have left in this book. Just this little bit right here. This is all I've read. Great book. Yeah, so I get up in the morning, I read my Bible, and then I do a Bible study, and then I'll read some of this, read a few pages, and then I'll get to cooking for my husband. I'll put on a sermon. Today I put on worship music, and I was singing and dancing. I've been going through a lot of health stuff lately, and I have been sticking to eating healthy and my portions. I'm still having some sweets, but I am, weaning myself off, because I was abusing them, and I didn't want to just cut it off all the way, because when I do that, by the third or fourth day, I'm stuffing my face with it. So I've been weaning myself off little by little, and I get little pieces, and they're getting smaller and smaller, and that's actually helping me more than just cutting it off all the way. My blood pressure has gotten better. I still get some random spikes. My nervous system is still in shock, or shot, whatever it's called. So it still kind of acts up, but I am learning what they taught me. I'm doing the breathing, the 5 senses, meditating, praying to God, trusting in God more, and I have felt a lot better. Today was a bit of a hard day, but I can honestly say they are getting better. So that's going to be all for today's episode. This is what I've been diving into, and I haven't been on social media a lot. I barely made a TikTok. I didn't make a TikTok in a week, and I like to share the books that I'm reading. A lot of people do order them, and I love hearing how much it's helping them. So I did make a video today. But anyways, I am going to go wash off this makeup and get ready for bed, because it is late. But thank y'all for tuning in on today's episode. I hope to see y'all on the next. God bless you, and I hope that you are doing great on your reset journey, if you have decided to do it, or whatever journey you're on. Any goal that you made, I pray and hope that you're doing good. Thank you, Jesus, and may everybody be blessed who watched this video. I hope somehow it helped you. If it did, comment below so we can engage with some fellowship. God bless you.